It took 27 fire departments from 5 KM counties to bring the fire under control. But that wasn't the end of the carnage. 2 days later, the derecho that hit southwest Iowa wore through Malvern amongst other communities and toppled the remaining walls that were left from the fire that destroyed the Mulholland Grocery Store.
People talked about what a tragedy that was, and that in my mind it wasn't anymore. The huge tragedy had already occurred, and that was just the icing on the cake, but not anything that really bothered me any more than where I already was.
The fire subsided and the smoke cleared. All that was left was this lot. There was a lot of debris to be cleared, and that was a painstaking effort.
The timing on that was, in my mind, unbelievable, because we couldn't get architectural or engineering reports on the neighboring wall. The cleanup didn't start until late May, early June.
A total of 5 investigators looked into the fire and ruled that careless smoking by an employee caused the fire. It's a conclusion that Mulholland doesn't agree with.
With what I saw, I am positive that it was electrical, that it started in the basement. Behind the store, you could see that some of the boxes had been partially burned, and that's where it would have started if the investigators were correct. But they were just partially burned. You could see into the basement, and it was fully engulfed in flames, and well beyond what it would have been if it had started outside and then gone in.
In the years since the fire, both Mulholland and Malvern in general have struggled without a grocery store.
You can't expect people to move to a community that doesn't have a grocery store, doesn't have your basic shopping needs. And so something like this is huge for, a small town. When a small town loses a grocery store, that's just the beginning of the death spiral for that community. 6 towns within 45 miles have lost their grocery stores in the time that I've had mine.
Planning continues for a new expanded grocery store to serve the needs of the community and the region. An artist's rendering of the new store is located on the fence surrounding the empty lot. Mulholland, however, concedes that the new structure is still a year away, maybe 2.
We're still needing to get a few things done on the planning stage, but we can't do any of the rebuild right now anyway. So our expectation is that everything will be ready to go when spring arrives. We're going to hit the ground running. It's going to be something near a year after that. We were hoping for 2023. It's probably going to be into 2024. Rebuilding
the grocery store will take many months, and funding is still a question. But Tom Mulholland promises that the store will rise like a phoenix and serve a good portion of KM land once again, like it did for nearly a century and a half.
We're going to be back even stronger than ever, 2023, and make Mulholland more than what it was in the past.
Reporting for KMA News in Malvern, I'm Mike Peterson.